Yeah.
I just pressed my live button, so
I'm
just give
live.
it a few seconds.
All right. We are live.
Yes,
Ladies and
we
gentlemen, I'm kidding. All right. Well, episode 35, boys. Anybody here from
Yay.
Radio Kid?
No, I thought since he was responding to our messages today, he would actually get on for once.
Yeah.
If someone wants to
At
send
least
him a
one
text,
episode, Radio Kid. That'd be nice.
You know, Lord of the Rings here is feeling some type of way about everything. I think he's just had a rough day, maybe a rough week in general. It makes you feel any better. My upcoming week, like starting Monday, from Monday to Friday, is going to be just fucking shit because. Sorry, I forgot. Y'all are live.
It's
Fucking.
It's going to be. You didn't even.
I mean.
Yourself out for the F word. I apologize.
Shit. There you go.
That works, I guess. Anyway, yeah, that was my bad. I know I'm trying to refrain from swearing. I forgot we were live. I kind of thought it was just the two of us, or the three of us. But this is episode 35, and Justin, you have an intro to hit.
Yes, I do. All right. Ladies and welcome to the Must See Twitch podcast on your screen. The Thunderdome Podcast. Oh yeah!
Yeah, that was the most energy I think I've ever seen you come onto the show with. That was kind of beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Applause.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have a special effects button for applause?
I do.
For me, yeah.
We should do that.
I just played it for my stream, so people can
For
hear
my
it.
stream too, I just played it. So.
Of course. Well, yeah, episode 35, gents. Let's get after it. But yeah, it's been an interesting week. You know, all of us, we've just been busy working, doing our thing.
Are y'all lagging by any chance?
Are y'all what?
Are you lagging?
I'm not.
No,
the
oh,
game.
I was well, just like for like a
Just not
second.
doing anything.
One of y'all wasn't doing anything.
I mean, I'm up there slaying bodies. But all right. Well, episode 35, like I said, it's been an interesting week. We were talking before, and we got some people doing some house hunting or apartment hunting, and actually, I think all three of us are doing sort of apartment hunting. Y'all are just in the more further stage of it. It seems. Y'all are actually closer to like getting ready for a move-in date.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's
But,
exciting and stressful at the same time.
Yeah. Just as a disclaimer real quick, yeah, I'm still not streaming on Twitch. I think the plan is for me to create a brand new Twitch account, and we'll go from there. I'm not sure what's been going on. I've been trying to do all the things this morning with Twitch and getting it fixed, and there's been little to no success in getting anywhere with it. I mean, I know that I have an account with them, but they're like, yeah, we're just not going to recognize this account. So Twitch either does not like me, or there's a legit issue that's just there's another issue at play here. Dang, I just got hit by an elite. Austin, you're
just sitting back there like he's
chilling here.
Yes,
like
I'm
he's
letting you
doing-
guys do all the work this time. Oh,
You suck.
I feel like I'm the only one lagging. I don't know if I am, but
I was.
I have no lag, so maybe it is. I don't know. If it's affecting your stream, we can figure out something else to do.
No, it's just the game.
What do y'all wanna start with?
Clearly.
I think we're gonna let which one of y'all? I guess we're talking about, we're gonna kind of divvy up the stories now. So
I see him.
we'll start with sports, and I guess whichever one of y'all really wants to take it, let's do this. You know.
Let me think.
He's my sweet girl. Yes. You're a pro
Well,
machine, aren't you? Yes.
You got hockey camp starting up, so that's pretty exciting.
Nice.
But there's like a shit ton of people on the Stars roster right now, so of course they're gonna condense that.
Watch your mouth, Austin. Good God, man.
Sorry, I have a big potty mouth today.
I know. The day I'm telling you to watch your potty mouth is the day that you know you well and truly screwed up, my friend. Although I can't say much. I dropped like 2 right in the first 3 minutes. So I can't give you that much grief. But, so Dallas Stars hockey camp starting up. Our roster's looking good.
It's pretty big right now. Of course, we're gonna have to condense some people, but
and no spots are gonna be given this season. Everybody has to earn it. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm pretty excited though. I'm ready for hockey season to start.
Yeah, same.
Not that I can watch any game besides on all the main channels because we don't have Bally Sports or whatever it's called now.
Valley.
Yeah.
Valley. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this game now. It's like it is lagging a bit.
Dude, I still haven't had any lags. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Let's get those AA guns offline. Marking the conduit pylons now. There you go, Crimson.
I'll get the one
Y'all
on the
two
left.
take the left. I'll go to the right. Well, what else for sports?
Just give me a second. I have to like. I
I
have
know
to
we
look
got
on my
some
phone.
games today and this weekend. I know we got what is it? Monday is Cowboys Eagles, Austin. So you can root on your garbage can of a team.
No, they're not garbage. They did
trash.
really
Actual
good against
trash.
the 49ers, so we got to give them that.
That is true. They did. Y'all did good. I mean, we did good. The Dallas Cowboys did good against the Bucks. I mean, we kind of gave it up at the end, but the rest of that game was still solid. And you can be a hater all you want. If you're gonna recognize a real game, then you know you.
Well, if you want to
just-
recognize a real game, I'm sure you watched the Eagles game.
I never said. I said they're just trash. I didn't say that it was a bad game against 49ers. I'm just saying in general. I'm not an Eagles fan. I'll talk smack in general.
And I'm not a
We're
Cowboys
talking about a
fan.
real game. If we're talking about a real game. I'll be like, yeah, they did good.
Yeah. So yeah, you have the Eagles playing the Cowboys Monday night.
That should be.
Am I staying up for the whole game?
6:15.
Probably not.
It starts 6:15 Mountain Standard Time, 7:15 Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
it could
mean,
go until like 10 o'clock, and my bedtime is like.
Right. Well, you can watch the majority of it.
Yeah, I'll watch
You're
majority of it,
waiting
and who knows? Maybe I'll watch the whole thing just because it's. I mean,
I watched my
Yeah.
team play the first game when they put.
you don't get up at 5 o'clock.
AM.
AM.
I still do. Yes.
Dang. Damn.
Yeah.
I
Talking
still
all
do.
that smack. But,
Um,
well,
let me see. While we're in a little intermission.
yeah. Well, we've got. So right now, I can give you some current ones. Today, I think it's CSU, so Colorado State versus Iowa. So for anybody, and I follow because I follow some of the Colorado sports since I'm out
Yeah.
here. You've got Cowboys play the Eagles Monday. Alabama versus Southern Mississippi will be tonight. Or I think it's going on now. But I don't know if I have it on Hulu Live, so I'm not watching it right now. You've got
Oh shit! I mean,
Rangers
poop.
versus the Orioles. I think is that today or is that tomorrow? I think it's is it tomorrow? Today? I have to
Tonight.
look and see. Is that tonight? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see the date and time, so I was like, it's this weekend. I just don't know what day exactly.
You also
But,
have the FC Dallas event again. Sorry, FC Dallas against Vancouver.
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Yep. And then I know you've got the Broncos versus the Jets. That's tomorrow, so I'll be
Easy game.
watching the. Yeah.
I'm betting on the Broncos to win.
Yeah, I think so too.
I hope they
They're
do
doing-
because I have them winning on one of my sports predictor apps
Oh yeah, you have them on your fantasy
to
team.
win some money.
A lot of them on
No,
your
no,
fantasy.
no. Just
Oh, you're just doing some old-fashioned gambling.
free gambling. Yes.
Ah, okay.
I wouldn't say it's gambling. It's just like you predict who wins what game
Okay.
and by how much, or
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
it's
Just
you can
maybe
win.
listen
You
to
can win
videos
money.
and do your
So
stuff.
I will take it.
Oh well, there you go. There you go.
But for those who don't know, it's one of them's called Fox Bet Super 6, and then NBC Sports Predictor. It's all free to sign up. Doesn't cost a penny.
Yeah.
and it's pretty nice because you never know what could happen. Anything can happen. You can win $1 million too.
Yeah. Well, for those who are looking to do some gambling for the for the UFC, you've got 2 fights tonight, the really big ones, as well as I think who's the female one? She's like the Russian last, like Shevchenko or something like that.
Excuse me.
She's fighting tonight. Very nice. You've got Brian Ortega versus Alexander. How do you say his last name? Volkanovski, and that should be a solid fight.
That is his last name.
Yes.
How do you say his last name?
Volkanovski.
No, I'm saying how do you say his last name is his last name?
What do you mean?
I'm just kidding. Never mind.
I don't understand the joke.
No, like, yeah, never mind. It's like, how do you say his last name? And that's his last name. How do you say his last name?
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone else got it.
Who's everybody else?
Oh, brother!
Your inner thoughts.
Yeah, it's your imaginary friend.
Yes, I know I stink. Sorry.
Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler is another good one. I think tonight as well. So keep an eye out for those. If you want to make some bets, I know you see all the DraftKings and all the different sports betting stuff.
That I've never
Pretty much
gotten
just
into.
normal now. Yeah, neither have I.
They say like you can spend $1 and get $200 instantly or whatever. But I don't know how that really works.
Just kidding. I don't know.
But yeah, as Donut was saying, there are a bunch of college games happening right now that have been happening all day. I would have watched them, but I've been busy.
You never watch them. I don't know what you're talking about.
I would if I wasn't busy today, because I have my bets are on that too. You can also bet games on, or you can also predict the score and who's going to win for college as well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice. So
Sally, Sally, what are you doing, sweetie?
I guess is Alabama playing? Were they playing today?
They're playing in Tuscaloosa against Southern Mississippi. So
Easy
I
game.
don't know if it'll be. Yeah, they're gonna win. There's no doubt about it. I just got sniped. Justin is apparently AFK.
I'm drinking water. I'm
hydrating. Oh, okay. Yeah, carry on. Please continue. Hydrate or die, man. Well,
Shit.
that's all I got for sports
poop.
for right now.
God, I gotta stop cussing.
Man, you are.
I'm turning
worse
into
than
Neil.
I excuse you. I've limited my outbursts over the last couple of episodes, and you're over here swearing like you're a gosh darn sailor. Golly gee willikers.
I can't help it right today, I guess. Just slips out. There's a sniper right here.
Oh, I know. I just got sniped twice. But...
Jeez. 343, or Bungie needs to fix their connection or something.
Yep, this would be 343, my friend.
I was right the first time. 343. You know what I meant.
Yeah. Well, MCC is going through the patchwork right now. Maybe not the patchwork is not the right word, but I mean they're prepping for the upcoming new season release. So.
Like, didn't we talk about how they're gonna be focusing more on Infinite and not Master Chief Collection?
Yeah. So yes, because they're at the point now where they are more or less. I mean, they're gonna be. I mean, that's the next big thing. And they've said Season 8 should be the last major update for any of the Master Chief Collection. And it's kind of sad, but it's a bittersweet thing, right? It's like when they shut down the Halo 2 servers back in like 2010 or 11 or something. And it was finally like it's the end of an era, and what an era it was. I mean, Halo MCC got us through, I think, a lot in dealing with our for those of us who are very, very excited about the upcoming Halos. We were all pretty stoked about the idea. Yeah, we were all pretty stoked about any new Halo content we could get, and it was nice. It was nice to see that they kept on it, and that they actually started taking MCC seriously, and knowing that it was the most played Halo platform currently. I mean, I mean, Halo 5 didn't even come that close. It's a standalone Halo game, but you've got all of the accompanying Halo games and all the content, and it was just, I don't know, it was good. They also kept adding content, which was a nice nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Nice work. Crimson, have a look around. The shield generator should be nearby.
Oh, thank God. Ammo.
Yeah.
Man's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Rivera. Status, we're holed up. Turn some of their own shields against
I don't know what's going on. Like, the game was perfectly fine last week, and
Get moving, Crimson.
It happens. It's like nothing's perfect on this game. The volume is all messed up every time. And...
well, I'm fine because I adjusted it on
No, I know. Before
Streamlabs.
sword,
Yep.
I got him. It's just gonna be another exciting year of football like this. But this one's more exciting because it's a longer season for the NFL,
Yeah.
Oh,
at least.
I just
What
got.
do you mean? What's the longer season?
The NFL.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Any other sports news coming up that y'all want to talk about?
Postseason for baseball is almost coming up. The end of the regular season for MLB is almost up.
Yay.
Yeah, that should be fun to watch. Anybody that needs their baseball fix can still get a little more baseball from postseason, so that's always good.
I see Spartans. Stay put, Doctor. Let the professionals clear the area.
Yeah, we're professionals. Oh my gosh. Okay.
We are.
I gotta pay attention.
we're professionals. Immediately gets killed.
Jeez.
I don't know. I guess they were shooting me from the back. I just didn't see them.
Well, if we're moving on from sports news, we got postseason MLB. We've got NCAA football. We've got NFL football. We've got
Still
all the
plenty
good
of sports
stuff.
going on, especially.
Plenty of sports to watch. Plenty of UFC fights that will always be around. That's why UFC is, and just MMA and combat sports in general. Usually my favorite. It's not a season, so it just as fights get scheduled, man. And I think it's kind of a nice thing to have with it. Entertainment news though, The Witcher just got renewed for season 3. So anybody who's been a fan of the Witcher TV show,
Heck
with
yeah.
Henry Cavill,
Can't wait for it.
It's
been too long.
Yeah, it's
I have to watch
Yeah,
like
you
probably
know-
like the last few episodes for the first season,
yeah. So,
just
well, that's
because
good.
I kind of forgot what happened.
Oh, I got some sort of challenge. Forza Firefight.
I got a few.
Yeah, we'll knock out a few. So, besides the Witcher being renewed for his 3rd season, you've got Lions is coming out with the 4th season, and then you also have, obviously we talked about it, season 8 of MCC is coming out. You've got the Halo Infinite 2nd set of flights is coming out. It's actually going on right now. So if you've seen any of you guys Hidden Xperia, Ultimate Halo, Installation 00, Halo Canon, I mean they're all posting the live streams of the flight. So the beta testing for Halo Infinite's multiplayer is actually underway. So it looks clean, man. It looks really clean. Some of the glitches and the bugs they found are kind of funny. Like there's one where if you're switching weapons and you melee, it'll interrupt the animation, so you can just keep pressing the melee and switch weapons button, whichever it is. Like so, Y and right bumper for us for Halo 4, if it was the case. And you can literally just be like throwing hands at the speed of light. It's crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. So we've got that, and then yeah, you get the season 8 MCC, and the new Destiny 2 season is coming out. And that's what I've been tracking a lot of. You've got also plenty of new games. You've seen a lot of the new releases coming out for the Nintendo Switch, the 360. Wow. What does it say?
Let's go back to 2010.
Right, 360 back in 07. Forget 2010.
Yeah,
Man,
I don't know.
2007,
It feels like
man.
2010, but I know it was 2007.
Yeah, I remember when the 360 released in 06. Actually,
Yeah.
those were the days, man. We
think we
in
got
school,
ours in,
we
like,
didn't have jobs. Life was good. man.
2007, I think, when I got mine.
I got mine mid 2007.
I know I didn't get it like when
Halo 3 came out.
I'm pretty sure I didn't get it in 2007 because I think it was too expensive then. And I can't remember, but
Yeah.
I know I've had it for a long time. Enjoying so many red rings of death.
Crimson and offer fire support. You got it, Commander.
And that's pretty much media news. There's not a whole lot
guess-
going on. I mean, less movies are being made and coming out, so
They did
not
have
as-
the
as that coming
I
out.
guess kind of going off entertainment. They did have their like little Nintendo
oh goodness.
event / announcements.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I was actually talking with Deidre about that the other day.
so they are coming out with a Mario movie next year.
A Mario
With-
movie?
Yes.
Oh, good God, man!
With Chris Pratt voicing Mario.
Wow. Not
And
what
you
I
also
expected.
have the actual person who voices Mario plus other characters as well. He's going to be in
Yeah.
it, but he's not going to be voicing Mario. He'll be doing other characters.
That's interesting.
Then you have like Keegan-Michael Key is going to be playing Toad. Jack Black is going to be Bowser.
Of course he's gonna do it. So this is supposed to be a comedy or something?
I don't know, honestly. I was very surprised at the casting for this. I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting
I
that.
would
But
not have expected Chris Pratt to be Mario.
yeah, so I don't know. Everyone was very shocked and very confused at the same time, just like me.
Yeah, I
Um,
didn't know they were making a Mario movie. I
yeah.
want to see the person that's gonna be playing Toad now, because like, I just want to see if it's gonna work or not. If it's gonna be
Keegan-Michael Key.
ridiculous, you know. Keegan-Michael Key will be playing Toad.
Yes.
Oh. All right. But all right. Well, anything else for entertainment? Because I want to kind of segue before we get into like any.
Well,
heavier stuff. We
also
have some
another
cool
thing.
science stuff.
Jesus. Nintendo announced they're re-releasing some Nintendo 64 games like Mario Kart, Super Mario, or Mario 64.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they've
all the
re-released
good
Mario 64
classics.
ones already, right?
no, not these games.
Well, they remade it on the DS way back when. Way back when, but like.
Yeah, but then they'll also bring it to the Switch, so it kind of makes it they're making like
Yeah,
a big thing.
that does make it a little different.
So, and also they're also selling replicas of like the Nintendo 64 controller and also the I can't remember. I think it was a Super Nintendo controller, I believe.
Well, Super Nintendo controllers could be like, I can see that because it's a little more retro.
I think I can't remember
much-
exactly. It's the black one. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but that's gonna be like I think it's like $50 or $60 for that kind of controller. If you want to feel like you're
Hey.
playing an actual Nintendo 64,
Yeah.
but pretty exciting
Yeah, I gotcha.
for people who have the Switch like Deidre.
Yeah. I'll have to let her know. They're
Um,
coming. They're also re-releasing. They're not re-releasing. They're making a new Mario Party. It's like Mario Party Superstars, I think. And it has the classic
yeah.
Mario Party maps from like 3, 2, 1, 4. You know, like the ones that like we're growing up with, and there's a lot of them. Why are we losing so many people?
Yes, that's another game that they're releasing.
But it's not a re-release of a classic. They added. It's the same graphics of the Switch, right? So it's not different graphics. It's just they have the mini games, the
I
old
don't know why I
maps.
did
It's sort of a callback rather than a full on. Then I would say like a remake.
Yeah. But they haven't stopped, so that's a good thing. They're still making
Yeah,
new
Nintendo's
things
doing good these
available,
days.
and so it's pretty cool.
Nintendo
Even
is
though
not
they
doing
one
stuff.
thing they haven't done is lower the prices.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
It's
man.
not.
I just don't see it. With
It
everything,
should,
the way
though.
everything's going, I mean, look at the way they have to make those microchips for everything, and not just like not. I mean, like we use it for like important things like cars and stuff too, but they use them for video games, and it's like a big thing for video games. And you're not going to get that when a lot of people can't get their chips for their regular stuff. What happened? Did you get killed?
Yes. I'm still lagging.
I don't know if we even saved any Marines. I think they all of them
That's
died.
alright.
One died right in front of my
Well-
face.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything to save him.
I gave one of them a rocket launcher thinking it would like help him stay alive.
They probably blew themselves up.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Probably.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me. But anyways, I got nothing after that.
All right.
That's the
well,
big news.
Yeah, a lot
But
of
I
sports
know
stuff. That's
everybody
good.
here knows what happened because they streamed it and everything.
You got the crypto dip.
Phantoms, multiple inbound on Crimson's position.
Wait a minute. We do have one left.
Fair? They'll need way more than that if they're gonna beat Crimson.
What?
All right. Hang on. We have one of our Marines still alive. Jeez. I just got annihilated. Try to stop them from killing our Marine. He's the only one we got left. Would like to try and leave with one survivor.
Jesus, Spartan Laser does not do that much damage on the Phantoms.
It's also a Phantom.
And I'm out.
Okay.
I don't need
Oh, good thing we have a lot of. Oh,
Oh god, hi. Hello, aliens. You're good, babe.
get off. Okay, or
alright,
just kill
so
me.
We're gonna talk about one thing I do want to talk about, and it's it's on the heavier side. It has to do with geopolitics, but it has to do with crypto. Nothing dark or
just got
serious.
stuck
China banned
first.
crypto trading, and you've got multiple people saying this is the worst thing ever for crypto. This is the best thing ever for crypto because you just took out a major player. So this is good for U.S. interests that are using crypto as investments or any other stuff, you know. And so you're going to see a lot of people happy and unhappy about this move. So crypto, because of that, crypto took a big drop in cost. So even like Ethereum's back under 3,000. I think Bitcoin's closer to 40,000 again.
I think you forgot the rescue bit.
Shut up, Commander Palmer. You be down here.
You
I
get
set
down
the-
here.
I set the difficulty to heroic because I want some of the assassinations to count towards the seasonal challenge. And yeah, that didn't happen.
Understood, Dalton. Job's done.
Yep, I don't know anything about crypto. That's all you.
Yeah, well, it's more even Matt than myself. But you have the new crypto drop, so I will not give any financial advice, but I will say if you are looking to invest, this is probably a not bad opportunity to do it. I won't tell
Can
you
go
what you
refill my
should do
water?
with your money, but okay. As he refills his water, I take a swig of my soda. So, and then I guess before we get into like any heavier stuff, I don't know. Y'all have a game shout out of the week because we did that last week, and maybe we could do that before we get to the very end of the episode.
Hmm. It's hard to think. What game?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing a lot of Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order, the Star Wars game. I said that last week, and I was just like, yeah, I'm checking it out. So I still like it. It's still a great game. If you're a Star Wars fan, I highly recommend. I have another one though to shout out. It's a Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. It follows the Dishonored series, although I'm not sure. I know it's after 1. I don't know if it's after 2. Well, chronologically, yes, it is after 2. But I don't know if it was released before Dishonored 2 came out. So, a good one. Definitely sort of has a different take on, instead of using the power of the outsider like you did in the first one as Corvo, or if you played Emily Caldwin in the second one, you have a different character named Billy Lurk. And she is like this old assassin apprentice of Dowd, who is a main character in the first game. He's actually the one responsible for the death of the Empress in the first game. And spoilers, but it happens like in the first 5 minutes of the game, so not really. Dishonored, Death of the Outsiders, my game shout out for the week. But if you don't have one, then I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have to be a new game.
Oh,
So, and then
I don't have one for right now. Yeah, I can't think of one.
You're good. I'm starting the mission, by the way, so I think when Austin gets back, we should be good to go. But yeah, so now we get into some of the heavier stuff. Not really, actually. No, we don't have to get into the heavier stuff just yet. Actually, we got cool science stuff today. Newly discovered fossilized human footprints suggest that humans walked around North America roughly 23,000 years ago, even earlier than the previously thought timeline, which was like about 13,000 years ago. So it says that even 10,000 years before what we thought was like the first people to walk around in North America, it was actually even, it was 23,000 years before, it was 23,000 years ago, not just 13,000 years ago, so even longer.
All right, back.
All right, we just started the mission, so it's perfect.
Until they can take down those guns, Gargarin will have to wait. Consider it done.
What did I
All
miss?
right, but nothing. We were just we were doing the game shoutouts of the week, and Justin didn't have one. I said Dishonored, Death of the Outsiders, a great game. If you haven't played the Dishonored series and you want one that kind of is separate from the original two installments of the series, I would check it out. It kind of has its own style of gameplay, so it's a little different.
Once I get the Game Pass in the next 2 or 3 weeks,
it's on Game Pass, so you can get it there.
then I will play every game
I'm
I
gonna
can
be
because I
playing
can.
destroy all humans at some point. But I got that
Humans?
from the Game Pass.
But you haven't played it yet.
No, I have not. I played it a long time ago.
Y'all remember the original Destroy All Humans was like the 2D side scroller where you just like use absurd weapons to kill people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get to move them around and it's like
Yeah,
I would take
I
them up
remember
in the air
that.
and then start like just ragdolling. It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my game shout out. There you go.
Alright.
Well, you already made that a game shout out. I think last week.
Did I? I
Did
did.
you
I think I
laugh?
did Apex. I thought.
I think you did do Apex last weekend. That or Overwatch, I don't know. You shouted out Overwatch.
Everybody go back to my.
Mine is my TV. Because that's what I did mainly all week. Just watch TV.
I just got blasted out of the dang sky. Alright. Well, I was saying that the newly discovered fossilized human footprints in North America suggest that the earliest humans actually walked around about 10,000 years before what we originally thought. So instead of 13,000 years ago, they were actually humans on North America 23,000 years ago.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Long time.
Yeah.
I'm sure those are much simpler times than now.
Ah. Yeah. In both good and bad ways, I guess. But,
Yeah. No drama.
well, cool space news.
Oh,
Where's the more when you
what happened?
say that space doesn't exist? Oh god, cloak delete with a sword. Oh my god. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I just got
Got him.
what do you I
And,
guess demolished in the back.
Oh god, snipers
Got
everywhere.
like 20 snipers.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Other cool news. Well, so NASA news. Oh god.
Oh,
look at that.
jeez. You just got
Dude, didn't even-
sniped in the air.
Dude, it's picked out of the dang sky. How is that okay? I got 2 of them down. So NASA Administrator Bill Nelson is optimistic about the future of human spaceflight, saying that its Artemis program is on the verge of being able to return humans from a trip to the moon with substantial ease, whereas before it was this whole thing, and it'll still be this whole thing. I mean, it's still going to be flying to the moon. It's not easy, but it sounds like it'll be a lot easier than it was before, and be able to send people more often, and we're even talking about establishing a more permanent human presence on the moon. So that's pretty incredible, if you ask me. the fact that we're even thinking that, like, we're gonna have people on the moon, just hanging out on the moon at all times.
Last second bullcrap.
Pretty amazing to me.
Sorry.
It's saying, and even saying that we're looking at low orbit space stations, right? Like orbital space stations, and with the end goal being to eventually be able to like permanently decommission and remove the ISS from orbit, because it won't be necessary when we can. Oh god, cloaked elites.
Down. Well, that's pretty interesting.
That's pretty cool. With SpaceX being given the contract to fly the Artemis astronauts to and from the moon, so it looks like between SpaceX and all these different privatized space companies, we'll probably be getting that sci-fi dream will be coming sooner than later.
To the moon.
To the moon. This time it won't be any Dogecoin going to the moon. It'll be humans. So, I think that's a good one.
I meant to say last week, they did a special launch earlier that week, to where there was 4 humans going into space for a couple days, like 3 days, I think. I believe it was for SpaceX too.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, it wasn't one of those BS things where they just kind of hang out in orbit. Like, they actually go into space proper.
Yeah. They weren't. I don't think they were astronauts either.
Just regular old civilians.
Yeah.
Jeez, freaking Louise.
What the hell happened?
I got wrecked.
I didn't even die though. How did I get?
We're on heroic. You will die without knowing that you died.
I like lagged, and then all of a sudden I was back at where you
lagged out of
respawned.
existence.
Yeah, pretty much. What's this game trying to tell me?
Wow, what?
Just trying to say screw you. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I do think it's generally just a lot of maintenance work being done for the upcoming season, and so therefore we're seeing some lags in the game. I'm sure if I'm feeling it, I mean, I haven't really been feeling it in my stuff offline when it says like you can use your points.
You feeling it?
For seasonal rewards. I'm not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Don't worry. But no, the whole thing with it. Oh God! Wow.
Oh.
Just got wrecked. I thought Spartans were supposed to be amazing against the Covenant. We're just getting clapped. But anyway, I don't know if y'all have any cool science news. Let's hear about that new iPhone, though, Austin.
Pretty nice. I upgraded from a 10s. It's a little bit bigger. Has 3 camera lenses instead of 2, but they're all new and everything, and it's a lot better.
I read one where they were talking smack on the new Galaxy camera because.
Hi, Morgan.
Hello,
Hi,
Morgan.
Nice to see you.
But yeah, so.
It's a lot faster.
Yeah.
And
Good
also, for me, since I'm on AT&T, they have a trade-in thing going on. So if you trade in like your current phone towards this phone, you can get like depending on what kind of phone you're trading in. So if I have a 10s, I'll get about $800.
Whoa! Don't be stealing my kill, bro.
$800 towards the new phone.
Oh wow.
But it takes about 2 to 3 billing cycles, they said, for it to get applied. Get applied, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's still a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have to pay full price technically for it.
Yeah, that's good. I mean,
I got it yesterday in the mail. I pre-ordered it last Friday, so it still arrived whenever it said it was gonna arrive. So that was a good thing.
yeah.
They didn't have the place where I usually get my cases. They didn't have any sports cases or any Eagles cases yet, because the phone just came out and they still have to make more cases, of course.
Yeah.
But they were saying it could be by like the mid-October where they would have any Eagles case that I want. But for now, I have a temporary case.
I'll get you a Hello Kitty one because it's probably just as cool as that Eagles one.
They didn't even have that.
Damn.
So I mean, this is the case right now. It has a little kickstand that you can turn to the side, and it's pretty nice for now. I made sure because I always go to the guy, and he knows who I am and everything, and I asked him if I were to get, because they didn't have the case that I wanted, but I need a case anyways to protect my phone.
That's true. Yeah,
so I asked him if I were to get this case and keep it in good condition, which I always do. Would I be able to just exchange it for whenever you get an Eagles case? He said, of course, he'll hold it to the side for me whenever he gets it.
Nice.
So, he said that's why I asked him. I was like, if I were to come back whenever you guys have more sports cases, will I get charged again for another case? He's like, no, if it's still in good condition, I'll just exchange it.
Nice. So that's really cool.
So he's cool with us. That's why we always go back to him. And
Nice.
we've been going to him for a long time now, ever since the iPhone came out.
Would you say the new iPhone is worth upgrading if you have like a previous model? Like within the last like 2 to 3 models, is it worth the upgrade, or is it just?
If you have a
little
10s or older, yes, I'd upgrade.
Yeah.
But if you have a 11, I'd wait like another year.
Okay.
But a 12 for sure, don't upgrade unless you really want to. But there's really not much of a difference from the I should specify. I have the 13 Pro, and then Justin has the 12 Pro.
Nice.
And between the two, there's not much of a difference. The camera's a little bit better, and also for the 13 Pro, they have this cinematic mode, which I know I mentioned that on our previous. I don't know if it was last weekend or the weekend before.
You were talking about it briefly.
Yeah. I haven't tried it out yet, but I swiped through to it, and it's there. So,
yeah. Nice.
I might use it at some point in my life. We'll see. But
Nice.
it could be like for music making, I should say. Or I mean, not music. Movie making. It could be like a professional movie.
That's still pretty cool though.
Oh, homemade movie.
The process for me, how I told you before, how I was going to do the backup on my computer and everything, and I still did that. Even though like now Apple, you can just put your old phone next to the new phone and have it sync up that way. I've never done that before. I hear it's still good, but I still trust actually fully backing up to my computer.
Yeah.
And that wasn't too bad. The only thing I did forget, or they didn't, they were supposed to provide me like a piece of paper, I guess, with instructions, and also like a website to go to activate my new phone for my phone number and everything. Because whenever I restored my previous backup from my old phone to my new phone, I still wasn't getting service. I was still getting service on my old phone. So I was kind of questioning that, but apparently I went yesterday. I went to the AT&T store, and the guy just told me I was supposed to go to this website, but he did everything for me, so it was pretty easy.
Nice.
Now everything works.
Hey, John,
and
thanks for that host. I appreciate it.
Nice.
And this morning, I had to go through my music, got all that situated. Everything's working fine, and also a new thing is all the songs I always purchased throughout these years, they have on the bottom left of the music section, they have where you can see like the lyrics and stuff, or like
nice.
the song goes, or the lyrics go along with the song on most of the songs, but sometimes not all the songs will display the lyrics like that. They'll still display the lyrics as like a what do you call it? You can still see the lyrics regardless, but before you weren't able to see the lyrics for every single song, but now they've changed it to where you could.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Behind you.
They're everywhere.
I got you.
So yeah, I mean, I like it so far. I'm just hoping that it just kind of sucks that I have to wait another couple weeks to get the actual case that I wanted.
Yeah. I mean, so long as you can still make the payments and do what you need to do. I mean, when they do finally pay you back for the phone, it will become a nice financial relief.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Yeah.
That's another thing is if you're, I mean, I know I'm pretty sure all the carriers are doing it, but for sure AT&T is doing it. I believe other carriers are doing other,
Like what, like
different
trading
things.
values?
I can't remember exactly what they're doing, and I know that I've seen commercials for it. I just don't remember exactly what they did because I only mainly focus on AT&T, of course.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did that with Verizon with the trading in my old.
I think their value is different though. I think they're. Oh, go ahead. I don't know. I was just saying. I think
I traded an Android for an Android, and so that kind of was why it worked. I don't know if it would be universal. Like, could I trade an Android to get the new iPhone? You know what I mean?
you can.
Okay.
You just have to.
Not that I would, but
Yeah, no. So like on mine for AT&T, it's better to actually go through the shop itself than just through instead of going through your actual account, because it won't show you all the options like it would if you were to look on the shop itself.
yeah.
So that way you can actually select the trade-in option, and then also select the phone you want to trade in and add it to that order, so that way they know.
Yeah.
And then also it will, at the end of the process, it asks you which phone number you want to use for the trade-in, I guess, or which phone you're trying, or I guess number you're trying to trade it. Use the, you know what I mean, trade-in. I was questioning that for a second, so that's why I had to like contact. In the process, I was contacting AT&T, and they reassured me that that's what it was. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But so far everything's good. So
Yeah.
now I just have to now that everything's working perfectly fine on my new phone, I just have to put my old phone back on factory reset.
Okay. I gotcha. Well, as I say, like, while we're talking about carriers, let me just talk a little smack on a carrier. T-Mobile is trash, and that's why I called it Trash Mobile. I just want to make anybody that watches this, if you use T-Mobile, get away from them if you can. If you can make a financial move to break away and get someone better like AT&T or Verizon, I would strongly recommend it. The only thing T-Mobile's got going for them is that you don't need to pay for an international plan. It was really great when I was overseas in Poland, but it was not that great when I was home. I mean, ironically enough, it worked fairly well on Fort Hood, but then like in the surrounding areas of Fort Hood, the service was garbage, except save for like around where I lived or where my apartment was at the time, and it was just horrible.
Hey,
like,
Deja
service.
Vu X0. Thanks for that follow.
Thank you for the follow.
I'm not really sure what to say about other carriers because I've never used them. I've always used AT&T.
I mean, if AT&T's been good to you, man, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I've never used AT&T, but I can tell you that I've gone between Verizon and T-Mobile and back to Verizon, and Verizon is just garbage.
It's
Or,
good,
sorry,
but they
Verizon-
can be
Verizon's
pretty
amazing, T-Mobile's just garbage.
pricey sometimes. But
Yeah, that's why I said like maybe AT&T is a better option for people that are looking for a slightly cheaper service carrier.
and it's more reliable though too.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean I've had them my whole life, and they've been fine. It's just, I mean, like I said, it could be a little bit pricey sometimes depending on what you do, but with them having this trade-in thing going on, that's pretty good. But it does kind of suck that they say it takes 2 to 3 cycles means 2 to 3 months, because every month is the bill. So
Right. Yeah. So,
but
that
I mean,
that is kind of a issue, but
yeah, but I mean it's not a big problem. As long as they have the offer, that's a good thing. And another thing is, from my 10s, I can tell you that I'm getting 5G everywhere I go now, instead of like if I were like in near downtown Dallas, I was getting 5G on the 10s, but like and everywhere else I was getting LTE. But now I'm getting like 5G everywhere, so it's pretty nice. And it's a lot faster, and speed's nice, and
I gotcha.
I still got the 256 gig because that's all I need pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't need anything more. They do, like I mentioned a couple episodes ago, the storage space, they do have that terabyte one is the new one.
Yeah.
Which I think is a crazy amount. But
well, I think it's just like even 250 something gigabytes is a crazy amount, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
unless you really use your phone for a lot of like personal projects, like you use it for a lot of recording, making videos. If we were doing this, but like you were using your phone to do a lot of work on the Thunderdome podcast, that would make sense. But like that's a ridiculous amount of memory.
Yeah, it works for me though. I used to have like a 120. Like one year I had like a 128, I think. And then like I was out of storage or out of space, and then I got just stuck with the 256 from then on out until. I mean, now they got like the iCloud stuff that like I had to get like a couple years ago in order to keep everything that I wanted, like all the messages and photos and everything, and you have to like pay. It's only like $2.99 a month. It's not terrible. It's not like crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's another thing, and but yeah. Anyways.
Well, that's good. I know you mentioned it before, so we definitely wanted to touch base and see how you liked it.
Yep, it has officially
if anybody hears
arrived,
it.
and everything's so far so good. I'm taking
Nice,
care of it.
nice.
I'm treating it like like a baby. Like I
it's
treat
funny,
everything
yeah.
else.
These days you got to treat phones like babies because they're just as fragile.
I mean, once you get the case and everything, it's fine. And also like the tempered glass screen protector is also a good deal too. You don't want to rely on just the phone screen itself, even though they say it's like indestructible or whatever. It can
Don't
still.
ever use that one. Don't ever use that the base screen.
I know, that's
protector.
why I always get
If you
that.
could
That's why I always
anyone-
get the tempered glass.
Yeah. I would get diamond glass if you can. That's a really good one.
Oh, I mean, I get what I get, and
glass
it's a
isn't
good price.
good.
And I
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
I
I
get
mean,
the same
obviously.
deal from the same guy, and he hooks me up.
Nice. Dude, it sounds like you need. It sounds like we all need a bit of a plug when it comes to phone accessories.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to bring the fun train to an end, but we do have some relatively darker topics to talk about. We're not going diving into politics, but we do want to talk about that. I wanted to at least bring up, and we don't have to dive too much into it, but the Gabby Petito case.
Oh yes,
I'm
I wanted
sure-
to get into that too.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all have heard of it by now. Well, you start, and I'll just try to chime in here and there.
Well, as I'm sure everybody knows by now, but earlier this week they did end up finding the body of, or they say that they found the body or remains of Gabby. It was on,
Wyoming.
I think it was like on a trail, in Wyoming.
It's Wyoming.
Yeah, it was Wyoming.
Yeah. So they confirmed it, and they did rule it as a homicide.
Mm-hmm.
And now they currently have a warrant out for the. Now they call him the fiance. I don't.
Well, he was.
Yeah. And so now they're looking for him.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard anything about if they're doing anything with his parents, if they're bringing them into custody because they what do you call it? Don't say anything.
Well, the parents aren't cooperating with law enforcement, and it kind of
They're
paints a
the
really bad picture
co-conspirators of this.
optically. Well, let me lay out what we have so far as information from
Or not
the police
conspirators, but,
department.
like
So,
they're helping.
so from what I understand, of the story is that he was headed back with her with their van, right? They converted the van so they could live in it to basically make a little mobile home. Cool idea, but when you're using it for murder, not so great.
Oh my
and
God. Yeah.
They went to Wyoming. They're from Florida. They lived in Florida with Brian Laundrie. That's the fiance's name. His parents, which I don't know how old he was. I think he was like 23 or something. So I'm not gonna talk too much smack on him for being like, hey, you live with your parents. But I will talk smack on him for being a murderer because, you're real tough when you're gonna. Murder
Yeah, especially if you come back in the van,
small
y'all
woman.
both drove in, and
Yeah.
and then come by back by yourself, and then all of a sudden hire or get an attorney right away, and
Yeah,
That's
that
like-
was the thing. Is like he came back and immediately asked his parents to get him an attorney, because he was like, I did something bad. I can't say what it is, and I need a lawyer. And he did that, and so I kind of was like, well, dude, you can't expect people to think you're innocent in any capacity.
And now within a few days, he fled, and now he's...
Yeah, they think he's dead now too. They're wondering if they're looking for a living or dead person. They're curious.
Yeah.
Because I think more than likely what happened, and I'll go ahead and say this for the record. I think he probably is on the run. He will likely take his own life because he's not going to want to, face the music, so to speak.
That's what usually happens.
And so statistically likely to happen. I mean, the guy just didn't seem like he had his ish together. Trying not to swear. He just didn't seem like he had it together. He just seemed like a weird dude from all the reports. I mean, he comes back and immediately asks for a lawyer, and then now they're using dive teams to check swamps in the Florida area and all of that. So it's just, yeah. But he's still at large. Some presuming him dead. His family's been quiet, and they've been getting into contact with a defense attorney. So,
I don't even know if they've actually searched the house yet.
I think they did. I don't know if they searched the parents' house because, like, even in this case, it's weird. You could have a lot of people that will.
Would have thought by now they would bring the parents in and arrest them.
Well, what do you get arrested for? Because they didn't commit a crime, and if they don't have the evidence to say that they are in fact co-conspirators, then you can't.
Well, I'm trying to think of the word
You can detain them.
Yeah, like
you can detain for up to like 48 to 72 hours and question them for questioning.
They were, I guess, assisting with the crime. I don't know. I guess assisting with the crime and helping out their son and helping him out, like leaving, giving him a head start and everything.
Well, like here's my one beef with it. I understand protecting your kid, right? I really do. I understand, like, not wanting to believe he did something bad, and I think most parents would kind of agree with that because I think most parents would do anything to protect their kids. And it's usually how it goes, though, is the parents will do everything they can to legally help the child fight the battle. Whether or not it's like the right thing to do is completely beyond, outside of the fact. It doesn't matter. But people are like, oh, well, there's a line between it, and you should know you've done the wrong thing, and blah 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 blah. I'm like kind of inclined to agree. At some point, you got to be like, dude, you did something wrong. Like, turn yourself in, face the consequences. You killed somebody. Not that you killed your fiance, and I don't know. But,
yeah, an achievement.
So
I completed all.
Nice.
For the chapter 2 of the Spartan Ops, I think it was.
Nice.
All chapters.
Nice.
I never
We're
got
starting chapter
an
3 now.
achievement.
You might have already completed it then with me, because we did a lot of Spartan Ops. Remember, you and I ran through all of Spartan Ops, so you should have gotten the achievement.
I'm probably sure. I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah,
forgot.
But you know what bothers me about this Gabby case is that people are legit. Some people are legit saying, and granted, these are people that are sociopaths and psychopaths in general, just utter trash. They're saying that this is everyone getting upset about this. This is what they call it, a case of missing white girl syndrome. And I was just like, you have Joy Behar and other, or even garbage that are saying crap like that. And I have no time for it. It didn't matter if this was a white woman, black woman, purple woman. I don't care. That's not cool. If you think it's missing white girl syndrome and this is something to just be like, oh, who cares? That you're trash.
And then we got all these other families saying that how their kids are missing, and then that's not the big story at all. It's like they're just focusing on the Gabby's case.
That's because Gabby was doing this stuff on YouTube with her videos and stuff.
She had a presence online where people kind of knew and
following
her, and so she just and so the following stuff. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I think it's equally tragic that anybody goes missing, anybody's kid goes missing.
Sure. I'm not saying
exactly.
Yeah.
But I think people's argument is why we focus on this one when there's 2,500 to 25,000 kids missing, right now that we have no tracking of. Mm-hmm. So I get it, man. I get it. Should we be focused on one? Absolutely not. We should be focusing on them all. But dude, you don't get to delegitimize one case because another one is getting more attention. I'm sorry, you don't. That's not how it works. Like, if they were all getting equal, maybe they should all get the same amount of attention, because I'd be very happy with that. I think we should always be looking for these missing kids, and we should be hunting down pedophiles, and we should be doing all the things. I really do think we should. I make no apologies for that opinion. But you can't try to delegitimize or talk less of a missing person or a dead person, especially. Like you're talking on the dead now. So how scummy you have to be like, I'm just gonna spit on the dead today and try to be edgy and politically political tough guy.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're kind of a turd when you do that. Like all that kind of stuff is just not cool, man. So crap.
I hope they find the I guess the dude alive. I'm not gonna say fiance because a piece of crap.
I hope so too. But they've been searching this lagoon or something that in Florida.
Yeah, they are looking. They're doing 5 teams in the swamps now. So
yeah, there's swamps. Yeah. Like you got to. They said they brought out an expert and saying you have to be like an expert to be able to survive in that kind of environment. With all the
in a swamp.
Yeah. They.
I imagine the swamp's not a very forgiving place physically.
Clean up the rest of Pogvol's cronies. No reason to let any of those hinge heads escape.
Yeah, one of the news people had one expert that apparent saying that
Jeez.
you have to be an expert also to like be able to survive in that kind of environment.
I'm just not convinced you have to be an expert to survive in that environment. Expert in what, like expert in surviving in the wilderness? Like, yeah, I wouldn't call that an expert. You just have to be an outdoorsman, a survivalist. You have to be someone who can actually, you can survive out there if you just have your wits about you.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we need to go blow up some equipment.
Fantastic.
Oh yes, but yeah, I wanted to see what people thought about it. It's a bad case. We should be paying attention to all the missing and dead kids cases, but just because we are, and doesn't mean you get to be like, well, who cares about her? Well, her freaking family cares about her, man, and I'm sure her friends care about her, and whatever following she had, I'm sure they're like, wow, that's horrible. So yeah, I wouldn't just dismiss that. But there's a point to be made there. Like, yes, we should be paying attention to all these cases. We should be trying to give as much attention and scrutiny to all these missing kids cases. But we can't just be like, you know what, we don't care because it's white girl syndrome and this is the current racial narrative of the country. I think that's garbage. I think people that are making a sort of move on this. Did you just try to go up the sniper tower?
I was stuck.
Right? You tried to go up the sniper tower. Yeah,
I was stuck.
Well, I tried to push you out of the way and I ended up getting stuck. But so yeah, the Gabby Petito case is an interesting one. It's kind of sparked a lot of outrage across the world too, not just of kids that are missing, but also of just other women in general that have been facing a lot of stuff from abusive relationships or men in positions of authority like teachers, professors, stuff like that. You've seen a lot of these come out where people are, they're like, how are you gonna? How is this? I mean, it's bad, but it set off a chain reaction of events where people are actually starting to look under the microscope at this stuff, and that's good. So I mean, I hate to say it, but a lot of this is oh shoot, I was driving the tank in, but I won't. Yeah, a lot of more cases are getting some recognition now because of this, and so if anything, I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing that we lost Gabby Petito in this really awful manner. But I will say that, hopefully people remember what happened to her and they kind of think about that going forward. And we do have a big problem with a lot of missing kids, pedophilia cases where we're not solving them. And I think a lot of times there's more to it than just that we're not, I'm not going to get into the
mentally unstable people.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to get into the conspiratorial essence of those theories of why certain people do not receive any sort of like media recognition, but I think it's enough that people are. Either way, I do think it's an issue, and hopefully we see a change. I'm not going to hold my breath, but hopefully we see some sort of change in the way we report missing persons cases and the way we look at these cases of assault against young women. It's not even young women, but all women. So I think that will hopefully set some things in motion that could change how we do cases like this. At least how we look at them from a media lens, and also just a criminal justice and law enforcement lens. You know.
Yeah. There, jeez.
So is all that shooting down phantoms, huh?
Trying to.
So with the next move of moving into the next story, I guess depending on your stance, they did that. And some people will roll their eyes, and some people will say that, you know, it's Trump derangement syndrome or something. So they did the audit, the re-audit of the Arizona 2020 election ballots, right? It actually shows that Joe Biden's margin of victory was greater, but there was also a number of duplicate votes that were accounted for. So it does kind of raise the question of, okay, so how many duplicates? And if you get rid of all the duplicates, would that margin of victory still be there? Would it be different, you know? So I'm not here to say that the election was a fraud. I'm not saying that. So Twitch, please do not ban anybody's account. Relax. It's okay. People are allowed to have these conversations. Don't be such a stick in the mud. Don't be such an authoritarian, is what I should say. I do think that it was. I think the audit was warranted. I think people are saying that it's a waste of time and money. No, I don't think so. I think if you have an election you're unsure of, if half the country is unsure of it, you don't get to disregard the other half. So, you know, maybe you don't like it. Maybe you're not going to acknowledge their complaints or their concerns. But they need to be, especially when it comes to the election security. So, yeah, that's my whole only thing. But if Joe Biden did win, and even with the duplicate issues, if he was still going to win, then you know what? Then he won. He won. There's no he's gonna do. I mean, you see the Trump the Trump fans, the real hardcore ones. They're like, they like think that's every other day that he's about to retake the office, and I'm like, this is not. No, that's not happening, dude. Like, he lost. It's not how it works. He'll probably run again, but he lost, so he's not your president. Sorry, he was, but he's not anymore. So, just something that happened. And honestly, like I said, usually people are like, you hate Biden. I do, but I'm actually gonna objectively state the facts of what happened with this. So he didn't. I don't think he legitimately lost the election. I just think that there was a lot of tomfoolery going on behind the scenes. So.
Of course.
Yeah, but I think there's tomfoolery going on in every election, you know. So that happened, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, we got our audit," and then, you know, yielded no new results, so it didn't change anything. So it's like, well, what were you getting hyped up about anyway?
Who knows?
Yeah, but that was one, and then approval ratings. You're seeing a weird trend with our president's approval ratings are going down, and you're having this weird split with the Democratic Party, because a lot of the younger ones are kind of afraid to back him because of his unpopularity, and they're afraid it'll cost him in the midterm elections this next year. So we will see. We'll see what happens. I think you're gonna see Democrats lose more seats down ballot, just because of everything that's kind of gone wrong. I think you're gonna see more Republican congressmen and senators taking over the whole like Congress and Senate. But yeah, and then on the border, we've been having some shenanigans. And allegedly, and I've looked through all of it. It's not true. The allegation is that Border Patrol agents on horseback were using whips against Haitian migrants. And you go back and look at the videos. You go back and look at the pictures. There's not a whip in their hands. It's the reins to the horse. And yeah, I mean, there's no whips. But you've got that. It was just kind of ridiculous. And then Biden says he's going to come out and punish them, and there will be consequences for what you did. And now you're seeing more of the dichotomy between Republicans and Democrats. Or some are saying, like, he's saying they're going to face consequences, or and you had like guys like Dan Crenshaw coming out saying, like, no, they won't, because like, I'm not going to let you go after these guys, because he's a Texas congressman, so he's not going to let He's not gonna let any of these guys do anything to the Border Patrol agents.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and then but you got a big surge of Haitian migrants because Haiti had that earthquake. So I do hope everyone is okay. I do hope everyone finds some sort of refuge. But I don't believe in storming the border. I'm sorry, I don't. I believe we should make immigration an easier, more legitimate process, regardless of where you're from. You know, if you're not from, unless you're coming like straight out of an enemy, like unless you're saying coming from North Korea or Iran or one of those countries where we're like, yeah, you're kind of a rogue state. I don't know about you. I wouldn't be like, no, you can't move here. I'd be like, well, just let them move and like let them come.
Yeah.
And that's kind of that's just my bit. So you have that, and I just think that the dichotomy is crazy. But the last two things is kind of COVID lockdown related. So Australia had these like massive protests and even riots where they're throwing hands with cops. I mean, you see people just sprinting down the street. It looks like 28 weeks later.
We talked about that last weekend, kind of, for Australia and all that.
Yeah, we did, and it's just gotten worse, man. More footage has come out.
I'm surprised, like, I haven't seen, I mean, not that I've watched the news, but like on Facebook, I'm surprised, like, I didn't see anything about that happening.
Yeah, I'm at 5 viewers. Woo.
Nice.
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, everyone.
If
thank you
anybody
for
has any
watching.
questions at all, or anything really, I mean,
This is an open community, so if you have anything to comment or anything like that, any questions or topics, shoot them our way. We'll be happy to.
Yeah, we will answer every question we can get. We love the interaction. We love the investment in a community, and we're trying to open dialogue and build culture here. I mean, that's what we're doing with this. We want people to ask questions, question narratives, and have open and respectful dialogue. So even if y'all are commenting with each other in the chat, please be respectful. Please be very courteous to people's opinions and beliefs. This is not, if we're talking about something that's very polarizing, please have respect to why they may feel the way they feel. They're not just wrong because you don't like them. They might have a legitimate reason. You might be like, wow, I never thought of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're all human beings and we're all friends here.
Exactly. Yes, we're all friends. The only human beings we don't like are pedophiles, and I don't like terrorists all that much. But you could even make an argument for why terrorists would get more sympathy because like they don't know what they might be thinking they're fighting for their country and their people. Or they might think they're a freedom fighter and they're really like blowing up schools and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sorry, I was listening to the chat in the game. So what's
no worries.
going on
I had
here?
to turn on my light.
Yeah, but I think you're seeing more protest. You're seeing civilians in Australia trampling police because they're getting a little too authoritarian. Like I understand there's gonna be some lockdowns. People are gonna be upset. They're gonna be like, oh, "This is stupid. I don't want to do this." They're getting a little crazy with it. We'll literally show up to your house and be like, "Oh, we heard you tested positive, mate." And like the problem is the Australians are like, "Oh, right, mate. Well, I hope this is just some sort of big misunderstanding," and that's how it goes. It's kind of crazy. Like it's crazy that they haven't had more armed or physical resistance, like fighting people fighting back physically. Oh man, I was going for my assassination. But you have you definitely have some craziness going on. I mean, you saw a 70-something, 72, 73, 74-year-old woman, something like that. She got beat down by cops and pepper sprayed in the face by 2 different officers because she would not show her COVID vaccine card. And I think that's ridiculous. I mean, that is, like, you're not a cop. You're not doing anything right. You're a Praetorian Guard or something. I don't know, like, using sci-fi references and pop culture references and stuff like that. But it's not really, you're not protecting and serving. You're literally throwing an old woman down on the ground and pepper spraying her in the face twice. Like, how is that okay? I don't know any cop worth his weight that'll be like, yeah, that's totally fine. That's proper police work.
Mm-hmm.
No, what? Get out of here, man. So I'm not a fan of that, and I think people are rightfully beating the crap out of cops in the street. I mean, they're fighting, man. They're trampling these cops, running them over, beating them down. They're done with this. They're not gonna tolerate much longer. And this is what you're seeing. So I mean, imagine when it comes over to America. I would hope that we have the gumption to stand and fight the way they did. But like, you know, we have guns too, so it's like, you know what? Come and get your love. Like, do your thing. Now that being
Try
said,
me.
I don't know how many actual gun owners are gonna actually fight. You know what I mean? It's like it's like the person who says the guy who thinks they're gonna be like hot-ish under fire in combat, and then they go on their first combat deployment. They're kind of like fetal position, crying, not knowing what the heck's going on.
Yep.
Just like a lot of those war movies, you see the guy who's like, you think he's gonna be okay, you think he's gonna be solid under fire, and then you see him under fire and he falls apart. So I don't know, but on that same note, though, with COVID, so Black Lives Matter took to the street in protest of the COVID vaccine mandates, saying you have to get it. Saying that they're racist. They are denying, basically, they're racist against black and brown people because statistically, the black and Hispanic. Yeah, so statistically, the racial communities that are least likely to be vaccinated are the black community and the Hispanic community. And I think I don't know who is. I think like white people are per capita, not just in general, because obviously there are more white people in America than there are anybody else. But we're talking about per capita, so like per 1,000 people, like whatever ratio you follow, but whatever metric you use to measure
100
it.
down.
Yeah, but so for every 100 people, out of those 100 white people are more likely to be more of them vaccinated than 100 black people. And that's basically what they're saying.
Just go with it,
I was talking
Justin.
about the hunter in the game.
He said
Say what?
one hunter's down.
Yeah.
He didn't say
That's
100.
okay.
Sorry.
I was telling Justin to go with it.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't question anything. Just go with it. Don't make me look stupid. I did that perfectly on my own. Don't worry. But that being said, yeah, I stand by that. With that, like, if the white population is more likely per capita to be vaccinated than the black population, and that's why they're saying that it's an institutional racist move, because that by that metric you can then say, well, because black people are more likely to be not vaccinated, and we have these vaccine mandates, you got to show me your card. That means they're saying that's just another way that they're going to deny black folks from businesses or restaurants or anything like that. And they're just saying, well, and they made a really good case for this. I forget who I was watching, but they're saying like, well, if the news is telling you that more than likely black people are not vaccinated, and then you use this COVID vaccine, right? People are going to be like, well, I'm sorry, like, you need to show me your card, and there's going to be grounds for racial profiling. Not that it's actually more justified, but racial profiling and denying people access to businesses or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that is why they're saying it, and it's sort of it's this weird thing. So you have two narratives from the left. One where it's like vaccines are the way of life, and the other one is BLM can never be wrong. And I kind of want to see how this goes out, because if we get there's the meme, the little me where it's Gandalf and Gimli, and they're at the battle. And it's like, oh, I never thought I'd be fighting side by side with a dwarf. And it's like, oh, what about a friend? It's like, I can do that. And there's one where it's like the Libertarian Party, the Don't Tread on Me, the snake. And then it's like, it puts him over Gandalf's head, our face, and then they put the BLM logo over Gimli's face. And so I thought it was pretty funny.
Interesting.
Yes, that would be interesting to see how it plays out. But I do kind of think that it could be used for like grounds for profiling and denying access to business to certain people based off of racial assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
Or based off of medical assumptions that are rooted in race. I guess the better way to say it. So it's just it's a whole thing. I think at the end of the day, what my stance is I don't support lockdowns. I don't support these like super restrictive. I don't really support these mandates. I don't support these restrictions. I don't support these lockdowns. I'm pro-vaccine but anti-mandate, just because I'm a libertarian. But I think it's important to make a distinction on that. Oh, we got some other Spartans with us, some AI Spartans.
The last 2 seconds.
Hopefully longer, but we'll see. See if we can keep a few of them alive. Usually these guys are a little tougher. I mean, we're on heroic though.
Is that why I'm dying so much?
Probably.
Even though I'm always going out in the battlefield, like not standing back and stuff.
Shit, that's a,
Yeah.
shoot, that's a lot of elites.
Yeah. I like the Pelican though. We still got a
Still
few
lagging,
more.
it doesn't help at all.
Did you all see that there was a lady that was at Chipotle who pulled a gun out?
I did not. What?
Apparently, she was a hungry lady, and she pulled out a gun and tried to steal somebody else's Chipotle.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand being hangry, man, but like, let's.
Jeez.
I don't think I would never pull a gat on somebody for some food, like unless I was legitimately like in the desert or something and I was about to die.
Yeah.
If it was like, I was starving in the desert or starving in the wilderness, and it's like, well, what are you gonna do? It's like, I don't know. I want to starve though.
I guess I can talk about something else unless you're about to say something.
Nope. That's pretty much all my bits for today.
So
Yeah, she did. She was hangry and she pulled out a gun.
Jeez.
So some music news. Anybody who's a fan of Angels and Airwaves, they just finally fully released their new album, Life Forms. The last 3 remaining songs. 2 of them, well, technically it's 5 songs, but 2 of them were already released in 2019 and then early 2000 or early last year.
Were they like re-releases for an anniversary or something?
No.
No,
It's
this
just
is
they
part of
released them
the
as
album.
singles and then they included them in this new album.
Ah, okay.
But they're still two pretty good songs. But the three new songs are brand new. And it was released yesterday. So if anybody wants to check that out, they can. I like the album. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Nice.
And I also received my signed vinyl by the band members as well.
Nice.
It kind of came damaged a little bit. Not like terrible, and then also like there was like a smudge on one of the signatures. But Tom DeLonge's signature is perfect. That's kind of all that matters for me.
Yeah.
I plan on getting it framed on Monday, so if anybody's following me on the socials, be on the lookout for that. I did email their customer service support. I doubt they're going to email me back, but I just wanted to let them know that my vinyl case kind of came damaged. Some minor damage.
Yeah.
And it was already sold out as a pre-order as well. And they signed like
Nice.
thousands of copies too.
Alright.
So I can imagine, maybe, I'm sure a lot of people also received minor scuffs and stuff.
Oh, damn. Elite with a sword, by the way.
Oh, right behind me.
I just saw that.
So yeah, guys, if you're seeing all this lag and stuff, I think it's because 343 is just working on some stuff and
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry if y'all are getting annoyed by the lag.
Is the can you tell if the audio is lagging on your broadcast, or is it just the gameplay?
No,
It's just the
it's just
gameplay.
the game.
Okay. Well, for those that are watching either Lord of the Rings or Just in Time for TV's channel, the lag is due to the upcoming Season 8 MCC edition that is coming out soon. So this is why you're seeing a lot of load times take forever, and enemies are kind of moving sluggishly or trouble loading in, stuff like that. So anything you're seeing on theirs, just know that it's not a networking issue with us. We all are,
We all have really good connections. Internet.
Yeah.
Normally
So-
this would not be happening.
Yeah, this is not a common happenstance. Oh crap! I just got destroyed. Yeah, and then my last thing is so It is fairly common knowledge that I'm kind of a giant nerd, so I love anime, I love manga, I love comics, American too. So not just the Japanese stuff. I like the American stuff too. I think it's all good stuff. You have the new Dragon Ball Super manga chapter that came out on the 20th. Looks pretty good. You've also seen some new stuff for movies coming out. This will be a Dragon Ball Super movie in 2022. As you know, the last movie that came out was in 2019. It was the Broly movie, so it was pretty good.
Oh,
Oh wow!
dang it! I just wasted a grenade.
Well, I mean, it
Sword.
was pretty much destroyed.
2 swords.
Don't
One's
they?
down. Actually, no, 3.
Where are the other Spartan 4s? They all die already? I haven't seen them. Last time I
Most
saw them, they
likely.
were over by that jam we destroyed earlier. These guys usually last a little longer than the regular Marines because they're Spartans that have energy shields. But
Not in this
I'm
game.
not sure. Yeah, but that was some other new, more entertainment related news. Oh God, I thought I was gonna be able to get out of there. This guy just shot me down.
Oh,
He just got smoked like a $2 cigar.
More like a 99 cent.
Oh God, hi. Oh God, jeez.
just wanted to say
Jeez,
hi.
please, don't. Yeah. He was charging out of the doorway with a freaking sword. Kills me.
Oh, we're throwing grenades now. Okay.
There you
Let's go, nerds. But
She likes to take charge, but my advice is you ignore her, as I'm the one who signs your paychecks. Are you there, Doctor? Yes. Have they reached the location of interest? On their way now. Crimson, head for the waypoint.
Don't tell me where to go.
fine, be that way.
What should they be looking for, Doctor? Their armor sees enough. I'm watching the environment scans. So what do you see? There. Location. I need a closer look. Miller, light it up. Crimson, get close. Don't touch anything.
I'm gonna touch it.
It's either the source of the signal tracking or it's the destination.
Uh-oh.
I suggest activating it
Hey.
and finding out.
So on my screen, my arms, my forearm pieces are like the Master Chief's. And I don't know why.
Because you want to be just like him.
Crimson, look out.
Look out, grenade.
Get out of there.
Dr. Halsey, what the hell is that? Oh my. I'll need someone
Oh,
from
the
all the cycles.
It's about to create a baby.
Like
blue ball
communications protocols. This is going to take some time.
Let's try to be somewhat, somewhat not lascivious. But, alright. Well, do we have anything
blue
else for this
orb, there you
episode?
go.
Are we going to
The
finish
blue
this
orb.
up? This episode up and we'll go from there?
Yeah.
Alright, well, now is the time for any chats, any questions, concerns. Want to talk about your feelings of the weather with us.
Any feedback?
At least sort of entertain about half of that. But yeah, man, we kind of sit around. This is, if you haven't watched the Thunderdome, this is episode 35. We just kind of every weekend we have been doing this since January of this year. So it started Thunderdome Podcast established in 2021. Yeah, man, we just kind of shoot the hay and talk about stuff going on in the world, and sometimes it gets a little spicy, and sometimes it's not spicy at all. So I guess it's just a matter of what do you prefer. And we've been trying. If you go back and look at our earlier episodes on Lord of the Rings or Just in Time for TV's YouTube channel, what you'll see is definitely more vulgarity, more swearing, stuff like that. The last couple of episodes, we've been trying to tone it down just a tad. A lot of hyperbolic political partisanship that I can take responsibility for. That was definitely my bad. But I think we've kind of refined the craft. We kind of figured out how we want to make this platform present itself, and so we hope you, if you haven't joined us already, you join us. We're looking into starting a standalone YouTube channel for the Thunderdome that would be completely just podcast episodes, maybe some commentary if we made independent videos on it. You know.
But the main thing is we do have our own Discord.
We do have our own Discord.
So I will post it in my chat right now.
I'll post it in my chat.
Join
in a
the
minute
Discord if you haven't. I just the main idea why is this way. When we say, you know, follow the Thunderdome, you can look at the Thunderdome on social media platforms, and you'll see our channel. You'll see our content.
There you go. Thanks, John.
This way,
Appreciate it.
It'll be
I'm
easier
sorry,
to.
I'm kind of occupied.
You're good.
Hey, my sub emotes are working
John
now.
posted the Discord for me.
Wait, what did y'all say?
John, one of his viewers, posted the Discord for him.
Oh, nice.
And then I was saying
Thank
my
you.
sub emotes are finally up.
Nice.
I'm still working my way up to affiliate. But
Yeah.
I'm not affiliate yet, so
No,
I don't have this. I don't have the sub button. I just have the
Yeah.
follow button.
That's why Austin's the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm the captain
Well-
now.
Making all that money.
Look at me, I am the captain now.
Just kidding.
Well, anybody that has any comments, questions, concerns, we're about to wrap things up unless any of us got anything else to say about anything going on.
Just be sure to. I'll be posting this episode on YouTube.
Same here.
So
Yeah.
follow the Discord as well. I post whenever I post on there whenever I do upload the video or whenever the video is
Yeah.
uploaded. And then also
Yeah.
we post whenever we're about to go live, give you kind of like a time frame. I know today was just a little crazy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, just today was a little bit crazy. So, but it won't be like this all the time. And we usually try and do the podcasts Saturday mornings, and if not, we do Sunday morning as well.
Yeah, I just posted my YouTube channel on my chat, so if y'all want to go ahead and follow me on my YouTube, we post our episodes. Every episode that we do, we post it on there.
Yeah.
But for sure, we'll try to make if it's possible, to make a Thunderdome community YouTube channel.
Yeah, I think it's very feasible. It'll be very easy too.
Yeah,
I know we're
think
kind of a
it's
little
so
late
hard.
talking about it because we've already been through 35 episodes.
But you know what? This is for the day ones. These are for the ride or dies, the homies. Well, be on the lookout for that. Definitely follow the Twitch. Also, be on the lookout. I will be making a new Twitch soon because Twitch didn't like me having an old account, so I'll have to scramble to make a new one. And that's okay. Be on the lookout for a new YouTube channel. Probably just called the Thunderdome Podcast on YouTube. You can look for it there. Find the channel, and you'll probably find Lord of the Rings and Just in Time for TV. Give them both a like, a share, and a subscribe for anything they post. Give them comments if you like the content. You can follow me on Instagram, your boy Slick Ricky Bobby. I post memes. I try to post at least like weekly. I've been kind of slacking because work and life has been kicking my butt. We're also we've entertained the idea of going to third party or independent video hosting and sharing sites. You know, pretty much independent versions of YouTube to also put our platform. You know, to have our platforms on there. We haven't really like solidified any ideas on that, but it's something we've tossed around as an idea. I don't know, man. Any shout outs this week? Products, coffee, booze, stuff like that.
To our viewers.
Obviously, always the viewers get the shout out.
Glad that everyone was able to watch this evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty good turnout.
Sorry for a very late start, but we were.
What
very
was
busy.
y'all's turnouts? Because I don't have anybody watching me specifically because I don't have a Twitch.
At one point I had 4 or 3 technically.
I have
Nice.
5 right now.
Nice. Well, all of Just in Time for TV's viewers, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to us, as well as all of Lord of the Rings' viewers who were or are still there. It does mean a lot for us to have people that do actually want to listen to us talk. That's why we do it.
And ramble
really.
on about a whole different bunch of topics.
Yeah.
Really.
We'll try to get the YouTube channel. I'll have the Twitch hopefully within the next week or two. Just depends on how much life kicks my butt, which I'm estimating a lot. It'll be kicking my butt a lot. I think you definitely. I don't know. I got no other shout outs, but the fans, our viewers, people who comment and enjoy our content. What is this? Oh, Alabama just started. I think Alabama and Southern Miss just kicked off. But oh wow. Oh, never mind. They didn't just kick off. They just started the second quarter. It's 28-0 Alabama.
Nice.
Easy clap,
Yeah.
everybody.
I know it's an easy dub. It's Southern Mississippi. Not to talk down on the athletes of Southern Mississippi, but we're playing Alabama, man. Sorry.
Thanks, John. We do appreciate that. So he says, shout outs to you guys for grinding out these podcasts. This podcast or these podcasts. Yeah, these podcasts that we've been doing.
You
Our
said
episodes.
branding out or branching out?
No, grinding out. these
Grinding. Oh, I
podcasts.
thought you said branding, and I was like, brand.
No,
Well,
no,
I
no.
mean, we don't brand anything. We have brands.
No,
we
we're
shout
not.
out.
We don't have any trademarks or anything. Or
No,
whatnot.
we're not sponsored.
Yeah, we're not.
We don't get paid to
sponsored.
do this.
Yeah, we do not get paid to do this. We do this
We're not
for just the fun of it and the enjoyment of it too.
Listen, this podcast idea started as a back and forth between Lord of the Rings, Just in Time for TV, excuse me, and myself, late 2020. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. Let's do this. And then 2021 came around, and it was January, and I was like, let's do this, man. Let's definitely just pull the trigger. And what's the worst that happens is people don't watch us and whatever. But we're definitely grateful for everybody that does watch, and the fact that we even have any viewers, anybody that can stand to hear me talk for nonstop.
And once again, if you want to join our Discord and follow the YouTube channels, it's in our info section of our Twitch channels, separate Twitch channels. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we didn't do intros, but we'll do them we'll do outros. How about that?
Oh,
Yes.
That's okay. But yeah, we'll have all these updates coming soon. We're trying to build it. Definitely, like you said, we've been grinding this out and we want to expand. I think we want to have guests on. We've been talking about guests for like the last month, even probably longer than that, and we've been talking about.
we are still looking
having-
for fifth and sixth person,
Yeah.
Anybody's
Radio
interested.
Kid has been.
or if you just want to be a guest, that works too.
Yeah, Radio Kid is our fourth man. He's been indefinitely sort of on hiatus or sabbatical, whatever you want to call it. He was doing some personal stuff. He had to handle that. I think he's in a similar situation. We're all in our later 20s and we're kind of figuring out life. So this is a fun thing to do, but sometimes we gotta be like, hang on, we'll put this on the back burner and we gotta go handle some stuff, whether it be jobs, finding new homes or apartments, stuff like that.
Wife.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know. I didn't know if I wanted to mention this on the podcast, but I did finally receive the first poke
Hey.
of the two. That was
Oh.
yesterday, and so
That-
my
okay,
arm
I
is
got
just
it.
sores.
That poke.
Yeah, that poke.
You got
I
the
don't
poke.
wanna- yeah, I got the first one. My second one's gonna be mid-October for round deuce.
How you
Pfizer
feeling?
or Moderna?
Pfizer. Yeah, I'm fine. My arm is just sore as
Yeah.
hell.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens. That's what happened to us too. It
Yeah.
was sore for a day, and then after that, it was fine.
Yeah,
Um,
I was more just worried about like having a lot of fatigue and not feeling great because Monday through like this whole next week is gonna be and just 90 to nothing. Like at my work, we're gonna be working. Everyone's gonna be logging 10 to 11 hours a day minimum. And so by the time we hit like Wednesday, Thursday, we're gonna be all logging overtime.
Claps all around, everybody.
Yep.
I
Pog
did the-
champ.
Yeah.
I did the cheering.
Pogs
thing
in the
on mine.
chat.
Yeah, or Pogs. yeah.
Oh my god. For what?
I don't know. I know you told us a while back that you were comfortable with getting it, and then you're just trying to find the right
Yeah.
time to.
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to talk to a doctor, and I didn't really have a chance to do that, but I did. I sort of go over it.
We are your doctor.
Oh, excuse you. Yeah, sorry. I called up Dr. Anthony Fauci directly. I have a cell phone in contact.
You got the
I'm
shot.
kidding.
Good job. I'm proud of
I
you.
got the shot. I protect myself from the droplets.
I'm happy.
I hate science. Yes, I do impersonations too.
He does. He does a good Joe Biden and
Come
Anthony
on,
Fauci.
man. The worst president in the history of America. I got hairy legs. I don't do a good Joe Biden because it's hit or miss when I try.
Or what was it?
and
I guess
can't.
I don't know.
Does
I
he
did
have
Donald
hairy
Trump, though.
legs? I never knew.
He said something like that. I forget. It was another one of his like dementia gas where he's like, I got hairy legs. To feel like, what? Like, I go into the pool and the kids tell me how hairy my legs are. It's like, you should probably stay away from the pool with children in it.
I never. I guess
But,
I have to check the unfiltered interviews.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some silly things that have happened with that man. But anyway, we are here having a great time when the world falls apart, pretty much.
Yes.
When
This is what gets us through our life, is trying to
Yeah.
make y'all happy and enjoy this podcast as much as you
Yeah.
can, and what we do and what we talk about, really.
Yeah, you know, my favorite meme I've been seeing lately is it's not a meme. It's just one of those like things, like a comment that's been screenshot a comment and then made it into a meme. It was like, you know, a few years from now, or a couple of years from now, you're gonna reach into your pocket and find a mask, and you're gonna look at it, and you're gonna chuckle to yourself, man, what a crazy year that was. And then you're gonna pick up your machete as you go roving through the Mad Max like wastelands, trying to stay away from like cannibal raiders. It's like, what? Okay. But the other one's like, everything Alex Jones ever predicted is true. There are interdimensional pedophiles that roam the streets eating children. And you're like, it's just,
Interesting.
you know, yeah, all that stuff. I had there was one of Alex Jones on Timcast IRL with Phil LeBlanc, who's the lead singer of All That Remains. It's a metal band for those who don't know. And he said within first 5 minutes, he's like, yeah, you know, Thomas Jefferson was the leader of the Illuminati. With George, you know, during the founding of America. And it's like, what? And Philip Blanc is just like, yes.
No idea who that is.
Yeah, and Philip Blanc, lead singer of All That Remains.
Oh,
Great
okay.
metal band, by the way.
I've heard
And
of All That Remains.
Yeah, and he's just like, this is why I'm here. And they're like, yeah, you know, Benjamin Franklin wasn't a Christian either. He was part of the Hellfire Club. He had wild sex orgies. It was just like, I feel like I was like, yes. Alex Jones is never wrong. Obviously, Alex Jones has been wrong about some things, so do not take his word as the scripture of the Lord, please. But that's all I got. Look, we're gonna do all these updates coming soon. We appreciate everybody watching, listening, and we're gonna do outros real quick. We usually do intros. I have been Donut081893, the most irrelevant blabbermouth that you will ever hear talk.
I've been Lord of the Rings, the not so much blabbermouth, but I say what I say.
And I've been just in time for TV, probably the most quiet person in this podcast and on the team.
No. Most quietest actually works best for this.
Most quiet. Yeah.
Well, thanks for everybody for watching. Justin, you can take us home now.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Thunderdome Podcast. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Y'all have a
Bye.
great weekend. Cowboys go! Go Cowboys!
Go Eagles!
Eagles!
Go
Screw the
Ravens.
Eagles.